2, 1. Go ahead.
You are now tuned in. Philly's finest hoodie season. Philly Block Talk. Ain't nobody hoodier than us. You ain't? Long week. It been a long week. Eagles lost. Valentine's Day. Niggas curved the side bitches. What else happened?
Sorry.
Oh.
Turn over and turn up.
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Doop, doop. How we sounding?
I can hear you now.
We back in the mix. But let's start off with these motherfucking Eagles. Half the team is fucking free agents. All the coaches left us. They cleaned out their lockers. They all got fired. I ain't know they cleaned out their lockers once the season was over. You knew that?
Nope. Had no clue.
No
clue whatsoever.
Still partied like they won. We was down, I was down Cecil B. Moore, out there fooling like they won, drinking barefoot Moscato, tripping. Probably made it to like 20 people Instagrams. Oh, the shorty drove past too, the girl Meatball, you know, the little chubby chick. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yo, you fucking up. The chubby shorty Meatball, we gave her a free beer. I mean, we should have made her shake her stomach for it, but...
She pulled her titties out before the day they won.
For real?
The game when they was going to the Super Bowl when they was riding down Broad Street.
The chip?
The Super Bowl really gave me, it put me in a depression state because it's just like a waste of fans. It's a waste of being a fan. Granted, you win some and lose some, but it's just like as much money that a fan spend, as much time that a fan spend. At the end of it all, you just get, at least if we win, we get free donuts from Dunkin' Donuts or a free day off of school or something like that. When you lose, you just heartbroken. It's just depression. That's it. Like, it's nothing else that come with that. You just, all of the money you spent down the drain. All of your merchandise, wait till next year. It's always till next year, buddy. You always got till next year, which is so long away, and it doesn't mean we're going to have the same season. We had an easy schedule. It ain't going to happen like that a lot of, I don't think it's going to happen like that a lot more times.
Yeah, KC probably was the...
What happened to the computer?
KC probably, what's wrong with it?
Is this the screen or is this the way it's supposed to look?
That's the way it's supposed to look.
I'm like, you know them flat screen jumps.
No,
as soon as you touch
numbers
them,
wouldn't have been right there.
But anyway, sorry about that, guys. I'm a little throwed off, man. I'm having a rough one. But the Philadelphia Eagles, y'all added to the rough one. Y'all was part of the fucking rough one, man. I think that all of the money that we spend, that we should at least be included on some of the meetings, some of the things like that. Of course, there's too many of us to physically be there, but they can go live. They can create a page, or a true fan could buy a gold or silver medal or bronze medal or whatever, and one of those packages can get you into certain things or not get you into certain things. But I think you need more as a fan, just other than just losing and being let down like that, because that shit is emotional. That shit heartbreaking. Because the Eagles defense didn't show up at all. They was slept in the locker room. They never came out the locker room to play ball. They just stayed there. Them niggas couldn't make a play. And we got treated by the refs too. Like, it just wasn't our Super Bowl. We weren't supposed to have that shit. We slipping all over the place. Every big play we get got to get reviewed and called back. It's funny because the catch they caught on the helmet looked more funny than the actual John Smith caught, the solid one. Took 3 steps and ran out of bounds. They said it was a no catch. But here, this nigga put 1 foot in bounds and catch it off his helmet And they said that's more of a solid catch. I just don't understand. Then they adding rules I never heard of. We got to wait for the defense to get ready. I've never heard of that in my life, man. I've never heard that we had to wait for the defense to set up.
Mahomes taking perks, halftime. He
I
came
mean,
out better, hurt.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, even if that's true, we still should have had a play to contain them. We couldn't do anything. They threw the ball. You didn't see a Philadelphia Eagle jersey around. These niggas catch the ball and get 15 more yards on top of the 10 that they just caught it for. They get 15 extra. Eagle catch the ball, we get hit as soon as they catch the ball. Them niggas get the ball and they run. They don't have nowhere to go. They lower their head. They going straight into the defense. We get the ball, nowhere to go. What the fuck? Like, what's going on? We don't want to go forward at all. We want to bounce 3 yards back to get 1 yard up this way. You know what I mean? Instead of just running north-south. Like, bro, if you don't have nowhere else to go.
I'm thinking we need a bigger running back. I'm not saying
they running back wasn't big.
Ass. I'm not saying our running back ass, but I think we need a big body.
They running back wasn't big. We need a Mike Allstott type nigga.
We need a beast mode.
It'll work.
Mode. Something.
They running back wasn't big, though. He just had heart. It just seemed like the Eagles got a lot of shit, but they scared of contact. Like, they won't do solid tackles. They won't wrap up. They'll fly at you, try to one-hand grab you. Like, I knew from the rip, the first play that we was on offense, I knew from the rip they came to hit.
The only players that's going to hit you is the line. Once you get past the line, it's over.
Them niggas don't be wanting to rap, man. They want to do all that. They run real fast right past you. It ain't no other way that a quarterback could just bounce off of that many people. It's because you're not rapping. Y'all trying to grab with one arm. He a grown man, bro. You gonna get that one arm the fuck out of here. I'm a grown man and I lift weights like y'all.
I don't think them little niggas. I think the only ones lift weights is on the line. Fletcher Cox.
Man, that shit is depressing.
Them
That's
little
some
niggas,
heartbreaking
Slay,
shit.
Gardner, all them guys. I don't think they touch the weight room. They don't hit like it.
I feel bad, man. I feel terrible. 2023 just ain't start off well at all. No year really start off well. But this year really started off
I don't
like
know.
shit.
I'm going strong. I'm like a month plus off weed. You know what I mean?
But that's your only claim to fame. It's like nothing else, though. Like, what else is happening in your life?
Celibacy.
Ain't nobody. You the only one that say that that's good, though.
Celibacy.
Man, I mean,
you know,
that's good.
clear
Some
head.
people get frustrated from not having sex. Some people get backed up and mean from not having sex. That don't mean that it's a good thing. That just means that's good for you. It's good for what's
Take
happening
that frustration out on something else.
Ah, man, I just realized, like, it ain't no real answer to life.
Like me, I just listen to motherfucking audiobooks.
Nobody will want to live like you.
That's my shit. I don't see why.
I know why.
Learn some info. You gotta put that shit in different, you know, you gotta channel that energy.
You call on me,
in
teacher?
different
I
portals.
got 100 reasons why I wouldn't want to live like that.
You know, you gotta make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. Oh!
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you see the teacher ain't call on me, right?
Look.
I'd have gave you 150 reasons why I wouldn't want to have that
Hold on, I don't even want to
lifestyle.
jump into a topic yet. What about Valentine's Day?
What about it?
What about? I seen my babies. I didn't think I was going to see them because it's not my scheduled time. But I got to pull up for a little 10, 20 minutes. Give them their little flowers and little shit, candy and all that shit. That shit made my day. I honestly ain't give a fuck what happened after that. After I seen them 2 little girls, I was happy as shit.
That's what's up. Ain't nothing like kids. Kids always gonna be, if they close to you or you close to them, they always gonna make you smile.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing like no kids, for sure.
Fuck Valentine's Day. Fuck it. All right, fuck it. First
I heard
topic.
it was a massacre. I mean, what you want to talk about with Valentine's Day?
Motherfuckers celebrate it.
So? They celebrate all kind of dumb shit. What about it? We gonna talk about everything dumb that they celebrate? The Valentine's Day massacre?
What, back in the day?
I mean, all this shit come from something, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it all come from something. We
All right,
all
fuck.
celebrating something, but most of us don't know what the fuck we doing. We just doing what we see other people do.
First topic. Leave home at home, work at work. How you feel about that? Because a lot of motherfuckers get it misconstrued and fuck up relationships. Coming home, talking about that dumbass job. Or at that dumbass job, talk about home.
I think a lot of the stuff is cliche. It's just cliche stuff to say. Because really, what you gonna talk about?
What, at work?
No. When you get home and you ain't seen your girl all day long, what you gonna talk about past? How was your day? There's nothing else to say.
Future plans. Yo, we need to
People
save
gotta
up for
be
this
entertained,
vacation.
bro. Nobody wanna have a relationship with serious talk 24/8. Like,
No, that ain't
that's a
serious.
conversation that should have been handled like ahead of the game.
What?
I
Let's
ain't
save up
always
for this
trying to
vacation.
talk about that.
Or
No, ain't no save up for no vacation.
save
What
up
kind of
for the
family y'all
vacay.
niggas gotta be to? Like, those type of things should be already handled. If y'all a family, you should know when y'all going on vacation. You should know when it's time to start stacking. You should know when it's time to start putting up for plane tickets and this, that, and the third.
motherfuckers
Well, then that
don't
mean you
know.
discombobulated. That mean
Motherfuckers
that's what it
don't
is.
know. What's for dinner? Motherfuckers don't even be knowing what's for dinner.
Bro, that just mean that y'all ain't got shit to talk about other than what the fuck is going on in your day. That's the reason why people talk about what goes on at work and all of that, because they telling you what's going on in their day. Y'all niggas don't got nothing to talk about outside of the world that's happening. That's why outside of you talking about that, y'all gonna talk about some dumbass shit that's gonna be short-lived. It's not gonna be a conversation that's gonna be ongoing. And it's gonna be boring.
So
Who the
would you-
fuck wanna keep every day we come home from work? Because people work every day, no? Right, so that means that either it's gonna be days where you're not gonna talk to your girl or your husband at all, or it's gonna be days where you're gonna talk and you're gonna talk about your day. What happened in the course of your day? What made your day good or bad?
So you don't mind hearing that work talk shit?
No, because it's really part of your day.
I don't
It's
wanna
part
hear
of what
that shit.
happened. But then what you want to hear outside of that? You want to hear a bunch of dumbass shit. Oh, what we planning for this? Like, bro, don't nobody want to keep having serious conversations all the time. What about tomorrow? What y'all going to talk about? How much you saving for the electric bill? And then Thursday, what you talking about? How much you going to save for the water bill? Then like, no, what about laughter? What about fun? What about entertainment?
Work
Some
ain't
shit.
fun.
You
I
don't
never
know. You
heard
ain't heard the
nobody laugh
motherfucker.
about work.
I heard people laugh about work. I laugh about work all the time. My folks would work down CJC. She just told me about some nigga that was running around naked on the train that made her laugh. It was funny shit to her. That was
don't know.
entertaining to her.
The viewers that had to say something like,
Viewers let me know, but I'm not the nigga that want to keep hearing about serious shit all day. I'm a playful guy. I don't want to be always talking about something that's going to have you with a straight face. Yeah, tell me about the shit that happened at work, because some shit that happened at work might have been funny to me.
so
What
how
up,
many
Nate?
people you think actually like their job and shit like that to even tell you a happy story about work?
It might not be happy, it just be funny. Like, fucked up shit happen to niggas all the time, and it be funny. Niggas' grandmoms fall down steps and shit like that, they be laughing at them. That shit ain't really funny, but it's funny. That don't mean it ain't entertaining just because it ain't a happy, jolly thing to say. She might be like, man, this girl said that this, that, and the third, and the secretary slapped the shit out of her. That alone might have been hilarious to you.
So how you feel about people talking about home at work?
I think that's a no-no. I think that's like disrespectful. And then you bring in your personal stuff to work. But do they do that? Or do they be talking to
Hell
their
yeah,
friend and
that's
then
where
people
work
be air
booze-
hustling?
That's where work booze come from. You ain't getting no work boo unless you talking bad about home.
No. No, not necessarily. It just might be that certain thing that person do that just crack the office up. And then you just labeled them that. It don't always got to be nothing bad that's going on home. Some of these women are just like you think they like something got to happen in order for women to feel like they need to do something wrong.
I want to say majority of the time, I want to say majority. It's like a slim few that just probably go and work flirting for no reason at all, just to get work popping.
And that's funny to me because what proof do you got for that versus the other? I asked you a question like, do you think things need to happen in order for them to, you said most of the time, yeah, what's your proof for that?
Because it ain't shit to talk about unless you make shit up, unless something happen. Meaning, if this nigga left bare hair over the sink, if that never happened, you would have never complained at work. You would have just went to work talking about Bad Girls Club or Power. But now, since this nigga keep leaving bare hair in the sink, oh, this nigga getting on my nerves. That's when you start talking about this shit at work.
Man, he may have not lived long enough. But I've experienced nothing going on in the house and women still had work booze. Most of the time they be white guys in an office full of black girls. He may be the only white boy. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the dude might be like challenged some kind of way, whether it's mentally or whether it's something about that person. He might be the only fat guy in there, but he got a nice personality or something. They be like, oh, Rob, that's my boo. It don't always got to be nothing that happened. But it's just always these type of niggas that put that shit in the air that make something seem like it happened. No, some of these women just highly sexual people. Point blank period. That's what it is. It don't have to have nothing to do with nobody doing anything. Just like a man. Sometimes men are highly sexual animals. Some dudes just can't get fucking out of their mind. And some guys are hustlers and can think about that when it's time to think about it. It's the same way with women. Some women be hustling, and when it's time to get dirty, they do that. And sometimes women just always thinking about that, always. And they always looking at, oh, this my boo, that my boo. When some music come on, they gonna throw their ass on the janitor, twerk a little bit on him. That don't mean the nigga at home doing nothing. It's just always like that, though. It's always like something gotta be happening in order for a person to act up. Some people are just rotten motherfuckers.
So is a work boo ever gonna be acceptable?
He always acceptable. What you talking about? That's the reason why he a work boo. He always acceptable. He accepted in that whole office or whoever, wherever. Is there anything bad he get? Do he get any negative attention? Do he get cussed out for not taking out the trash? No. The work boo always right. He always get the pictures, the cheesy face. He get the lap dances. Oh, get that, George. He get all the attention. So it's not never no, he always accepted. And if everybody turn their head, he might get some ass.
You ever had a work boo?
No, I'm not a woman, nigga.
I had a few women at work. We was together at work.
Huh?
We was together at work. Man.
Is that the third one?
Yeah. We was together at work. My work boo. At my last job, I ain't had no work boo though. But every other job, a nigga had a work boo. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
was crazy. I went
Yep.
to Saudi's.
Yeah.
On City Ave. They got this shit called the Golden Cola. You ever tasted before? That shit is so good. It's like pineapple cream Coca-Cola. You ever taste the Golden Cola? That
In
shit
my life.
is so good.
And no, I ain't no fucking work boo. I don't think like that. My mind don't think like that.
I had a work boo. I had a couple work boos. And they made work go by like that. I mean, blow kisses to each other, you know what I mean? Catch them, put them on your heart, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Big Ant. It's the deli, yo, Nate. Welcome to the motherfucking block talk, bruh. Welcome to the block, bruh.
Oh, shit.
We on this bitch talking about Valentine's Day and work booze and pillow talking and...
That's what it all comes
Ha-ha,
down
my
to.
man oiling up.
Work
You
booze.
understand me?
You got something to say about Valentine's Day work booze?
Valentine's Day work booze.
No.
Oh, we men,
Valentine's
bro. We
Day,
don't be
you ain't
tripping
got
about
shit to
that.
say
What's
about
the
that?
next story, man? What's the
Next,
question?
John.
I don't celebrate Valentine's.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be on that. We don't got work booze
All right,
and
so what
all
about
that, bro.
what about
we ain't
women?
thinking like that.
What about women treated equally across the board?
Oh yeah, I was talking about that earlier.
He think women should be treated equally across the board.
What that mean,
You know
though?
what I'm saying? I was just speaking on earlier that, a lot of men, especially when you go outside the country, a lot of men don't feel like women equally. You know what I'm saying? Now we starting to hear a lot of that in our culture right now.
Oh, cause he ain't got no mic.
That men don't see women equally. They don't feel like women should be on the same pedestal as them, especially like in the work practices. They don't. A lot of men don't think women should get paid the same, treated the same, in a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I say, women these days, they want to be treated equally. They want to be able to do everything that they want to do. They want to, do any job that men do, get paid the same, get treated the same. But at the same time, they don't want to be treated the same.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make the same amount of money. They want to be treated equally as men. Like in Saudi Arabia, women just now are allowed to drive in Saudi Arabia last year. Mm-hmm. Women never was allowed to drive in Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. In Afghanistan right now, women are not allowed to learn, go to school, have jobs, or drive. They're not allowed. It's against the law. Dang. They will get stoned to death if they get caught driving.
That's crazy. So,
right now in American culture, women want to be treated the same. At one point, women wasn't allowed to vote. Now women can vote, women can work, a lot of women make more money than men. But women don't want to pay bills at home. They want to make the same amount of money, but they don't want to pay bills. They want to smack men in the face, but they don't want to get smacked back.
Yes, sir.
They want to commit crimes, but they don't want to get sentenced to the same amount of time as men.
Yep, or held to the same standard.
I feel like women should be held at the same standards as men. They should be paid the same as men. They should be able to do whatever they want equally as men. But they should be punished the same. They should contribute the same in the house. This is not, see, a lot of women is focused on the past, the 50s, the 60s, when women wasn't working and wasn't making the same amount. Most women was housewives. Now women
they was better off. They was living longer. They was married longer. They was
a lot of women.
They had more property
now. Businesses now. They make a lot of women make more money than men, but they still don't want to contribute the same amount as men in the household. Now, if a man come to them and say, "Look, we gonna go half 50-50 on the mortgage, 50-50 on the car payment, 50-50 on the utilities," these women get on the phone with their girlfriends and call you a bum. They get on the phone, they say, I don't want no man that want to go 50-50. How don't you want a man that want to go 50-50, but you want to be treated equally in society? And that's the argument that men in the Middle East have and that a lot of people don't talk about. Men in the Middle East argument is women don't want to be treated equally, really. And that's why we limit their rights. Because you can't say you want to work, you want to do this, you want to be independent, but you don't want to bring the same amount of bread to the table. And then you look at me as less of a man if you do.
Most of the time, women want equality, but they not gonna do that shit. Like they wanna be able to apply for an architect job, but they ain't gonna build no buildings. So it would have been already done. Well, I mean, like name 4 girls that ever built. What's the tallest building? Any building. Any building. Name 4 women.
I can't really say that, but that was because a lot of women.
I mean, we can look it up.
They didn't have a lot of women didn't have.
They not gonna do it.
But
they not gonna do it.
I'm pretty sure some women probably would want to. Some women probably
we got a couple women on the trash truck.
They want to be architects.
That's not building the world.
They want to be architects, but they probably won't want to do the labor.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Building the building.
Right.
This is the stuff. These are the things that maintain the world. Train tracks, roads, all of that. That's the majority women. That's not to say that it's no women doing it.
Right.
I'm just saying that when you look on those sites, it's gonna be men. The majority of the times you're gonna see men on those scaffolds building those tall buildings, building the railroads, building the streets.
Where I stand at,
I just don't know why you even want to do that.
And my argument is just
like, you ain't gonna do it.
I got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? I love my daughter. Like, that's my heart, you know? and I never want her to be told that she can't do something. I want her to be able to do whatever she want to do. But at the same time, I teach her you have to treat men how you would like to be treated. You can't put your hands on a man and then when he slap you back, you say, "I'm a girl, I'm a female." You can't do that.
See, I teach my daughter, she 13, I teach my daughter to be a woman. Like, just try to be as feminine as you can, try to listen. And if it's, you know how to take the meat and leave the potatoes. Like, if it's some shit that sound like bone, then leave it as bone. Right. And you know how to take the meat and eat the meat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you need to do that, that's information. But I don't teach her that. I don't teach her equality because you're not equal to no man. You're not as strong as no man. You don't look like no man. Thanks. You don't have the energy a man have. You are here on this earth to do a certain thing. But a man is here on this earth to do a certain thing.
You're 100%
don't
right.
try to be what he is because then we're going to step out of our lane and that's when shit get twisted up. Let the man do what he's supposed to do. You do what you supposed to do as a woman. Don't try to be in his world because his world is his world. You don't know nothing about that. You know about your world. So try to be in your world.
And that's where I come down to.
I don't want my daughter with no fucking construction boots on anyway.
And that's what I say that when I say, you know, like, women say they want to be treated equally, but they really don't. You know, and when it comes to protecting the family, when a house burglar running the house with a gun, the woman running the closet immediately, the man running out there.
Yeah, because that's her nature.
To protect your wife, yes, and to protect your family. You know, and if you don't protect your wife and you don't protect your family, you's a pussy. You looked at it as a pussy.
Yeah, for sure.
You's a bitch. You let your family down.
Yeah, you don't deserve a family if you can't protect them.
How many women gonna run out in front of danger in the middle of the street if we being attacked? There's not really gonna be many.
No, hell no.
Less than 1%.
So that's why we really need to have this conversation, especially with these feminists. We gotta have these because the feminists, I feel like the feminists is I honestly feel like feminists is
poison.
They
Hot poison. Poison.